excited to try them, see what they tell me to do.
No!
So the other day I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw someone do this video where they ate whatever the recommended portion size was for an entire day, and this sounds like such an interesting challenge that I decided that I'm going to do that today. This is going to be really weird because my eating habits aren't like sort of normal, if you know what I mean. Like I tend to eat a lot in the morning and then loads and loads and loads in the evening, and during the day obviously if I'm hungry I'll eat something, but I don't really get that hungry during the day, so I don't eat that much. However, today I feel like I'm going to be having to eat a bit differently to how I normally do. So yeah, this is going to be like a really interesting experience, and I'm really interested in seeing like the portion sizes, because even though I'm very small, I'm 14 and I don't know how tall I am, but I'm short. But I eat a lot, and this morning I've been to the gym, so that obviously means that I'm going to be eating more than normal because I'm more hungry because I've done more exercise. And I just feel like portion sizes, like recommended portion sizes, are a bit silly because like I don't think anybody really eats the recommended portion size. Everybody's different, every day is different. It really just depends on how you're feeling, on how much you should eat. It's all dependent on your size. So yeah, this is gonna be a really interesting challenge. When I watched the other videos, I honestly like was genuinely shocked. So I'm really excited to try this out for myself. But it's now the morning time, I'm very hungry. I cannot wait to eat loads and loads of breakfast. However, I might not be eating loads and loads because I'm just gonna eat whatever my cereal box tells me to. So this is what I'm going to be having for breakfast. I'm going to be having some Weetabix minis, and these ones are chocolate ones, and I've never had these before, so I'm really excited to try them. However, this pack apparently contains approximately 11 40-gram servings. Now I have no idea how much 40 grams of cereal is going to be, but I'm a little nervous. Like cereal is really light, but at the same time 40 grams is really small, so let's see what I'm going to be eating. The first thing I want to do is see how much one piece of cereal actually weighs.
Here we go, one piece of cereal. That has done nothing. I might actually be getting a decent amount today. Oh wow. This is 40 grams.
I would have a full bowl normally. This is nothing. Okay, now let's see how much milk I'm gonna be having. So on this box, it says that a serving size is 250 milliliters. I'm a little bit nervous because like this just sounds weird because like I've literally got barely any cereal, and that sounds like a lot of milk, but let's see how much it is.
Right, I think I accidentally went a bit over 250, but still, I'm pretty close. So let's see how much. Oh no!
I absolutely love cereal, but when it goes soggy, I hate it. So I actually went through a phase where I didn't have any milk at all on my cereal, and I just have it dry because I hate it when it goes soggy. It just ruins it completely. Normally when I have cereal, I just have enough milk. I have as little as possible milk just so it doesn't go soggy. I mean, you can't even see the Weetabix. I've literally got so little cereal and so much milk. This is kind of scary. Let's see how much cereal is like actually in here. I can't believe this, literally. I'm gonna eat all of that cereal in about 3 mouthfuls, and then I'm gonna have to drink all of the milk by itself.
Look at all of this milk that's left. It's ridiculous.
So it's been a few hours now and I am already hungry. I've just been currently organizing my room, which reminds me, if you guys are wondering where I am, we have moved. Of course, my room is nowhere near done yet. It's literally just a mattress. Very not ready yet, but it's gonna look amazing once it is. But you guys will see that on Family Fizz. So it's now snack time, and for my snack, I wanted to have some more naughty things because I realized the thing about this portion size video is that you can only do it with packaged foods, and I just thought it'd be interesting to have some sweets anyways. So I've got these sweets here, which I've never had before. I think I've had some sweets before by this brand, but I've never had this particular one. And normally I would just eat the whole packet of this because there's not even that many sweets in here anyways. It's just like standard to eat the whole packet. I thought that's what you would do. It's actually, so this whole packet is 80 grams and it's 3 portions. So I just divided 80 by 3 and it's 26. So let's measure out how many sweets I'm gonna be having. I I'm kind of nervous because this pack in itself is really small and I can only have a third of it. So it's gonna be a tiny portion.
No way, this is unbelievable. So that's 25. I think that's the closest I'm going to get. 5 sweets. Sweets are barely filling as it is, so I'm only gonna be able to have 5 sweets, Miracorns.
It's ridiculous. 5. Look how cute these sweets are though. This one's a rainbow and then these ones are unicorns. That literally just took me 10 seconds to eat 3 of them already.
The temptation is so bad, but I've eaten my 5. I'm not gonna have any more.
Okay, I don't think this is how portion sizes are supposed to work, but because I'm still hungry, I'm just gonna eat more portions of things, if that makes sense. Like, I'm just gonna end up eating loads and loads and loads of different things, but all of those things I'm gonna eat really small portions, or see what they tell me to do. Because so far it's been very small portions, at least for me anyways. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have some Pringles, but I just looked at the packet. This is a 200-gram box and it contains 8 portions, so I need to do 25 grams of crisps. I don't know how many crisps this is gonna be. I'm really interested. I don't feel like crisps are that heavy. So, I mean, this divided by 8, I feel like there's gonna be an okay amount. I definitely don't think I'd normally have an 1/8 of this box, but I'd probably have like a quarter. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be having half the amount that I normally would. I just counted the amount of crisps I have and I have 11 and a bit. And I'm honestly really surprised about the portion sizes of this because although like I do feel like I eat a reasonable amount, like I do feel like I eat a lot, I am really small at the same time, and this is obviously for the average adult. This is really interesting. It's a little bit sad to be honest. Like I feel like I would definitely, like, who eats this much Pringles? Like who eats that much? Lunchtime, and for lunch I'm going to be having some rice cakes and some peanut butter, and I'm a little bit nervous because quite often I'll eat like literally half a packet of rice cakes and I'll still kind of be hungry. So rice cakes really aren't the most filling, so I'm really interested, but like they're really light at the same time, so I don't know how many rice cakes I'm going to be having, but this whole packet is 120 grams and an average serving size is 30 grams. Let's see how much 30 grams actually is. This is what I just did.
So, yeah. Almost a whole rice cake is 8 grams. 33 grams for that. I feel like I'm not gonna have like, so let's just take off that. A little bit more. 30 grams of rice cake. So I've got almost 4. That's not too bad.
For my peanut butter, it says on the packet that a single serving is 1 tablespoon or 15 grams. I'm gonna go for the grams and measure out just because I feel like that will be more precise because I don't actually have like a measuring spoon thing. So, oh no, it's not gonna be a lot. And I have 4 rice cakes to cover. When I put on my peanut butter or any spread, I like to go crazy with the spread, especially when it's peanut butter. I'm a little bit disappointed.
Oh man, that's 19. 13, 14, let's just add a little bit more. 15 grams of peanut butter. Now I need to go and spread this out across all of my rice cakes.
So this is what 1 tablespoon of peanut butter looks like when it's spread across almost 4 rice cakes. I don't feel like this is gonna fill me up that much, but I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been eating a lot, but I've been having little portions close together. I am feeling hungry, but I'm not feeling like starving. So it's not like I'm not eating enough. I would normally eat this amount. I'd just eat it all together in one go, or like in 2 goes. I wouldn't do it how I'm having to do it because of the portion sizes. So it's now dinner time. Those rice cakes filled me up pretty well. Like I felt like, I think because I had so many snacks in the morning, I feel like that kind of made up for the small portion size, and it just kind of added up to like 2 big meals, if that makes sense. But now it is dinner time and I am quite hungry, and for dinner I'm going to be having pasta with some pasta sauce. But the thing is, I don't feel like pasta's that filling, so I normally have like a lot of it, and the serving size is 56 grams. Now once again, pasta is quite light, but I'm really interested in seeing how much pasta is 56 grams. And also, I think it is dry pasta it's talking about. But obviously when you cook it in water, it obviously expands and it becomes bigger. So this is gonna be interesting. Also, the serving size for this is half a cup, 126 grams. So I really hope this is gonna be enough. It's gonna be the right amount of sauce for the pasta, because it might happen again like the breakfast where there's too much liquid, or it might happen like the rice cakes where there wasn't enough peanut butter. So let's see how this turns out.
Here we go. Oh no. So this is 56 grams of pasta. That is not too bad, especially because it's obviously going to expand. So let's cook that. I just put it in the saucepan. You guys are gonna laugh so much when you see it. OMG, this is all I'm having for dinner. Here we go, let's see how much sauce I'm gonna be having with all of this pasta. Wait, how much was it again? 126 grams. Oh no, I just put too much in. Right, let's spoon some of this out. 143, 118, 126. Okay, that actually looks like a pretty decent amount. I feel like that's how high the pasta came up. I think the pasta came up a little bit more. So now that the pasta's cooked, it's expanded a little bit, but not massively. So this is what my pasta looks like. I'm actually quite surprised about this. So normally I would have like a full bowl, but at the same time, it's not like that small of a portion. I don't think I'm going to be going to bed like really stuffed, but at the same time, I don't think I'm gonna be hungry. I feel like this is gonna like satisfy any hunger that I have. The pasta to sauce ratio is actually really good. I really like it. There's a little bit more sauce than pasta, which is perfect. However, now I wanna have some juice, so I'm gonna have some grapefruit juice with my dinner, and the recommended portion size is 100 milliliters, so that is less soy milk than I had earlier. So let's see how much 100 milliliters of juice actually is. I kind of had to go a bit by eye because my measuring jug, the smallest number it has is actually 200, so I just kind of went halfway up. But I've got about 100 milliliters of juice. So let's see how much this is. If this is a, oh, it looked like a lot in there. This is gonna be gone in 2 mouthfuls. Now normally, I would obviously have a full glass. I mean, who doesn't have a full glass of juice? Like, that's just so obvious. I'm honestly shocked by this. And I think I even overestimated as well. I was honestly getting nervous about whether it was gonna be too much to fit in the cup because I couldn't really tell when it's in that big glass measuring jar. But honestly, this is shocking. Quite a nice meal. However, I made a very rookie mistake and I didn't cook the pasta enough, so it was a little bit hard, but that was my fault, not the serving size's fault. However, now I'm gonna be having some Oreos just to finish off the day. You're not gonna believe this, but one serving is 2 biscuits. I mean, I feel like I don't have Oreos that often, but if I do have them, I definitely have more than 2 biscuits when I have them because I don't have them that often. But if I was to have them on a regular basis, then I feel like I probably would just have 2 biscuits. So let's see how much 2 biscuits feels like to eat, because I feel like I'm probably just gonna finish them in like 10 seconds flat, and then I'm just gonna be like, well, that was a bit stupid. I would have preferred not to have any Oreos. When you have sweets like this and stuff like that, like earlier with the sweet packet, I literally had to have so much self-control because just having 5 of the sweets, I will either have no sweets or a whole packet of sweets, if that makes sense, because I feel like if not, it's just like you get that little tiny bit of flavor and then you're just like, I want more, and you kind of get a bit addictive to it. So yeah, I prefer no sweets or, you know, a decent amount of sweets, not just a tiny amount of sweets. So here are my 2 Oreos. Honestly, I was just thinking, like, this is a pack of 16. If you just have 2 biscuits a day, that will last you 8 days. Like, honestly, I feel like Oreo packets barely last like any time, but it's because I feel like people like have too much. Like, I'm guilty of this as well. If I have Oreos, I have more than 2, and I feel like that is kind of what makes them so unhealthy as well. Obviously, just having like any isn't the best for you, but I feel like the reason why they're so unhealthy is because you have way more than the serving size, of course. Anyways, 1 and 2. And that was my 2 Oreos gone in about a minute. So that was nice, that wasn't too bad. This day has honestly been so weird for me because I never like really watch what I eat, or like I never measure anything. I never like really focus on how much I'm eating. I just eat however much
I like feel like I need. Like I eat until I'm full. I just listen to my body. So I feel like the whole recommended serving size is so cookie cutter and it really doesn't work. Obviously, if you really want to and you like work out how many calories you should be having or how much of certain things you should be having dependent on your like weight, your gender, your age, all of that sort of thing, then I guess that kind of makes sense if that's what you want to do. But having a recommended serving size, it's just so funny because like every person is different. Yeah, I feel like this is such an interesting video just to see what the portion sizes are like, because I've never really thought of them before, because like obviously I'm just gonna eat however much I want to. So yeah, that's just a really interesting like thought that I noticed while doing this challenge. It's been so weird for me to like measure things out. Like I never ever have done that. So yeah, that was just so weird. And like normally I just eat however much I want to. All I do is tend to just like, rather than focusing on how much I'm eating, I like to focus on what I'm actually eating and trying to avoid eating, you know, loads of processed sweets and stuff like that, which I ate today, but I don't normally do that. Anyways guys, if you're new around here, make sure to click subscribe, watch this video here and that video there, and I'll see you in the next one.